Okay, let's look at one last example for synthetic division. It says 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 5 divided by x plus 2. Okay, again, when we're considering synthetic division, there's two things that we want to, first of all, when you size up your problem, make sure that it says x minus the number. If it doesn't, then we take the opposite of the number. So instead of us putting a 2 here for synthetic division, it would actually be negative 2. And then the next thing that we observe is that we're missing a term, x to the first power. So when we get ready to write our coefficients out for synthetic division, we've actually got to put a placeholder for that missing variable. And that placeholder or that constant will be 0, you'll see. So here we put our negative 2, again because it says x plus 2. And now our first coefficient is 2. Our next coefficient is negative 3. And again, we notice that there is no x term there. So what we do is we use 0 as the coefficient for that missing term. And we use our 5. And we start our process, synthetic division. We always bring down the first number, 2. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. These signs are the same. We add, keep that sign as negative 7. Multiply, we get 14. And add, we get 14. This is negative 2 times 14 is negative 28. And this is negative 23. And remember, our last number is always our remainder. So now, in order to write out my answer, remember when we write out our answer, these numbers here, all but the last one, play the roles of our new coefficients. So instead of 2, negative 3, 0, 5, 2, negative 3, 0, 2, negative 7, 14 will actually be our coefficients, with 14 being the constant. So what do? Well, when we write out, we always start with one power smaller than the highest degree. So since this is x to the third power, my variable here, my power will be x to the second power. I always start one less. And this 2 is my new coefficient. Minus 7 is my new constant. And I'm coming down one power here. Plus 14. And we actually write this, so some of the answer choices might just say remainder of negative 23. If it doesn't, typically we write negative 23 over x plus 2, whatever we were dividing by. So it really just depends on how the answer choice is here. And that's synthetic division.